Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the
Here we go. No, I picked a good song. I was thinking, what can we really tell the wine tasting story with?
Oh, yeah.
Lady or guy, come one, come all. If you're over 21, head on over to the Wood River Moose on February the 10th from... What time?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. I'm glad I asked because I was getting ready to say 2 to 4.
They may have to wait.
Well, that's good. We'll get them ready. Get their
They're-
palates,
yeah.
kind of wet and ready to go.
Ready.
So filming it on this, Cora came in the other day, a couple weeks ago, and said, CJ, I'm working on a big wine tasting event for Alton Community Service League.
Yep.
Now, I got to say, before we go into the interview, you were my hero, the group was, during Christmas.
Gift wrap.
I was over at the mall, and we do Rob Your Neighbor. And we have to get a fun gift, and I thought, how can I really sell this? Because if I wrap it as it is, it's going to be pretty obvious what it is. And the volunteers made the most beautiful box for a certain garment that you would wear during cold weather. So whoever wrapped my gift, you are my hero. They fought over it. They thought it was a really nice
funny.
gift, and I won. So
That is perfect, and that's the trick of it.
well, and that's why I love Alton Community Service League. There is nothing more picturesque Christmas at Alton than seeing the team really lined up and helping everybody out. And it's such a great service, but that's not all. You guys help multiple groups throughout the year. And you keep everybody going. And Cora, if you could fill me in on why we're doing this and why you decided to help Alton Community Service League and why it's so important that we get out there.
Well, for me, I've been a member of the Service League for quite a while. I enjoy it because one of the things that we do is our major function is to provide grants to the community,
Right.
to other nonprofits, 501c3, and to focus on beautification. Wherever we can make the community improved, that's where we want to be.
And whenever we're talking about the Community Service League, I had some folks ask, they go, because I know there's a junior service league, correct?
There is. They're not connected or affiliated.
Affiliated. What? And now, is there an age cutoff, or how does that work? Nothing?
Not for us.
Really? Okay, because I was curious about that. I didn't know if it was a step on the ladder
Years
or...
ago, I think, from what I understand, the junior league women, when they reached a certain age, they got kicked out and were sent to the Alton Community Service League. But they really don't have, I think junior league has a national affiliation, and Alton Community Service League is just a local service
really cool.
organization.
And, as we're talking about that, Kathy, correct? I should have
Yes.
said hello.
Hi.
I'm still waking up. Alton Little Feeder just had me all in tangles all weekend. We were talking about that. But, Kathy, as we're talking about this, and whenever you talk about Alton Community Service League with the folks, do they realize the impact and all the different programs that you do help out? Because I think the public doesn't realize that sometimes, that you are there to help any community organization that's willing and able to be helped.
Yes, absolutely. So the focus, as Cora said, of our organization, we do devote all of the funds that we raise throughout the year back into the community. But our another big focus of our organization is volunteerism.
Yeah.
So you have to donate so many hours of volunteer for league activities and then also in the general community. So for me, that's a big draw.
Yeah.
It's just something that everybody does, and without a thought. Of course, the pandemic kind of changed where we volunteer and how we volunteer, but no, it's awesome. And everything that we collect is donated back to the community.
Well, and that's amazing.
Yep.
On top of that, too, I think what you just said with volunteering outside of the group's activities is such a huge thing, because we've talked, Cora, and we've had numerous nonprofits on this show to know that the volunteer aspect is really kind of a big hole that needs to be filled. And to have you guys be able to lend the hand and have your participants be able to be the voice or the phone number to ring is a huge, huge incentive for so many.
It is. And there are a lot of different places that some of the women volunteer. The schools is a big one in
hospital.
Alton Memorial Hospital. I'm trying
There
to
are
think.
other places.
I couldn't even-
I have other organizations
whenever-
that I'm involved in too.
Jacoby Art Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volunteerism is huge. If we had a volunteer located from the Service League, and we used to have out at Alton Little Theater, that would be another volunteer program that we support.
Well, and that's why I think whenever we're talking about it should have been who don't you help? You know? Well, how did we come up with this idea for the wine tasting? Because I'm sure you've done fundraisers before, but this is a little bit different. And I think it's so unique because it's right before Valentine's Day. It's the perfect Saturday before to go and enjoy some nice selections, hang out with Olive Oil Marketplace, and just be a part of a really great, afternoon.
Absolutely.
So how did this come about?
Well, Tammy actually is our Ways and Means chair, and she just got the committee together, and we brainstormed a ton of ideas both last year and this year too, and that was one of the things that popped up last year and this year, and it's something that we haven't done. So we've never,
Hold on here. I swore you've done a wine tasting.
No.
Well, remember, I even asked you when you came in. I thought, no,
not for this group. I've had them when I was a member of the board on the symphony. We had wine tasting. That was a long time ago.
Well, and I think it's such a fun event. I mean, wine tastings are really exactly what I think so fun about them is because when there's trivia nights and they're all great. I love going to them, but it's like, how much should I drink? If someone sees me with 2 glasses of wine, am I going to get judged here? Not at this wine tasting.
No, because we also have non-alcoholic. So
That's
who's
perfect.
to tell?
Yeah, that's
Who's
a
to
good.
tell, right?
Well, it's wine tasting, so really
That's
we're
true.
only sampling.
That's true.
Little
That's true.
samples.
Really.
Don't
Little
get me in
samples.
trouble, Cora.
But
I promise.
But it's a try before you buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And can you buy the wine right then and there afterwards?
You can purchase it, but
Okay.
we'll have it delivered the following week.
Oh, that's
and then you pick
perfect.
up the following week.
We have order sheets.
Really cool.
We have
Yeah.
6 superior wines being offered at this event.
Do we know what type of wine?
Well, we
I
have-
know there's a Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio. We do
there's
have a couple of.
Chardonnay.
Is there a Yeah, I think there's a
beautiful
Chardonnay.
Very nice.
I
Very
don't
nice
remember all the
selections.
other ones.
Well,
There's
you have
3
a
of
great
them.
distributor too.
Yeah.
Yes.
National Republic's your distributor on
They
this,
are.
isn't it? Have they been great to work with?
Oh my gosh,
Absolutely
they've been,
fabulous.
they've been wonderful, and they actually are provided by the Moose. Because the Moose Hall is supporting this, Moose Lodge.
It seems like
They've been wonderful.
That's what I was
to us
going
as
to
well.
add. They seem like they've been really great to work with.
Absolutely.
Well, I know that now we added the component that you can actually get tickets at the door in case
Yep.
you can't plan that far ahead, which I understand with life moving all crazy, but to be able to get your tickets, which are really cheap to go into.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The day of and just enjoy it, $20 a pop. But that's not all. You got the Valentine's Day gift raffle that the boss decided to part ways with. And
The Valentine carts for kids.
it's going to be fun.
It is
Yes.
filled with beautiful books and games and toys and wonderful.
So yes, John Hendrick, Riverbend CEO, or whatever his title is, generously donated a cart for us to raffle at our auction, and then we also put together an adult Valentine.
And
Gift
Valentine
as well.
basket.
Which I think would be the perfect way, to kind of, if you could snag that and then
my
go
gosh.
ahead and win Valentine's Day. Don't tell the loved one in your life you grabbed it. Just wait until Tuesday, and then you're the hero.
That is going to have everything for your going out to eat, for your glass of wine at home, for your chocolate.
Your spa bath.
Well, and then plus you have Olive Oil Marketplace hanging out
Yeah.
with you too.
Yes.
So how did this come about? Because I think the Meeks are just wonderful people, and they have a great store. And the fact that we can have this for a wine tasting, that's pretty much the perfect fit.
Yes.
So
It is.
Tammy, our Ways and Means chair, she went in and she frequents them, and I do as well. Probably not real often, but I love their olive
Oh,
oils.
yeah.
Anyway, she went in and to see if they would donate something towards our basket, and they did. It was a chocolate raspberry vinegar or balsamic, I think,
Ooh.
something like that. And anyway,
Really nice.
so they volunteered. They said, "Hey, we do this at wine tastings too." And then boom, we checked it out and got
You're
the okay to bring it in. And
we go.
It's awesome. It just adds another dimension, another opportunity for another product for people to try and get out there too.
Well, I like the way that it's all coming together too.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I think the Service League's such an amazing group, because you guys have folks that I'm sure that are small business owners that are a part of it, that work corporate jobs, regular jobs, and it's to utilize different assets of the community, you know, and to be able to say, hey, we're bringing small businesses in, we're utilizing giveaways, we're utilizing, you know, our great venue that's helping us out and bringing everybody together. It's kind of what the Service League's all about.
It is, and it's been very awesome to have such support and help with it too.
Do you guys have a moment to stick around? I got to pay a bill. We've already been talking for a while. I'm going to take a quick break and pay a quick bill at 9:31, but that's not it with Alton Community Service League. We're going to come back, talk more about this event and ways you can get tickets, because we got to get you there too. We can't just keep talking about this wine. Somebody's got to drink it. And if I do, I'm sure that I'll be on a headline somewhere with our competitor.
You come to my event, I'll take care of you.
Thanks, Cora. We'll be back in a few.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Monday morning hit you on the nose. I know that Sunday hit me right in between the eyes. I was telling them, I was so stressed out because I wanted to do such a good job with the theater because they're so talented out there, you know, and they really work hard. And, you know, I was filling in. I didn't have a chance to, you know, really go celebrate the birthday, but I should have. By looking at me, it looks like I partied all weekend. A lot of city miles,
I was going
Cora.
to say something about that.
A lot of city miles today. As we're getting back to the wine tasting on February 10th, the Wood River Moose, I would think it's important really to talk about the numbers because, you know, at the end of the day, it's always about the results and always about the work that's been achieved. And if you could, Cora, I know that you're always an encyclopedia and you come prepared.
She does.
Fill me in on the impact that Alton Community Service League had.
Research is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
But I might add that this is very interesting research because last year we've got some up-to-the-moment facts. The total hours, as Kathy was talking about, the volunteer hours that are required in our organization. We volunteered as a member, as a group, 2,517 hours for a total market value of $75,384.15.
How many hours?
As a total member, all members, 2,517 that ladies put into all the organizations that we volunteer in.
That's okay. That's honestly a video game number. I would have never thought it would have been that high, and I mean
know.
that. That's not a patronizing statement. I mean that 100%.
And when you think of the value, the employers got the value, or the organizations got the value of more than $75,000 dollars.
Yeah.
In hours. I mean, when you add that together, it's pretty profound.
That is pretty profound.
I mean,
really
our
is.
requirement as a member is 30 hours a year, which is nothing.
Yeah,
Most women get that done in the first month and beyond. We've got a pretty small group now. I mean, it's between 30, 40 people, if that. And to get that many hours out of that few women,
that's incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's truly incredible.
It is. It's amazing because these ladies are so dedicated to the community. And when you think about what we give in the way of grants, and I have some information on that.
Oh, please do. No, please do.
The funds that we raised last year allowed us to give out a total of $12,106.48. That is what we were able to give out in grants last year. The charitable giving included the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois, Alton Youth Symphony, Alton Area Animal Aid Association, Seasons of Life was another one, Thrive Metro East, Serving Area Kids, another one, Soup's On.
Oh, yeah.
Soup's On, yay. YWCA. And there's more. Jersey County Arts Council.
They're wonderful.
We did beautification. Beautification is another one of our missions, to make it beautiful everywhere. Riverbend Head Start, Family Services, Senior Services, Lewis and Clark Community College Foundation, and the Lewis and Clark Society of America.
Well, and I think whenever you break it down like that, because you're one of the groups that's been around. Whenever you're around as long as the group has been, I think we forget about some of the impact that you make because we see you all the time. But to hear it just extraordinary.
When you think about it, 12,100, that's a lot of money. And we raise that through fundraising. Like our gift wrap is a main source.
That we've been doing for 45 years.
We were founded in 1956. We got our founding in 1956.
That's for the league.
That's for the league. That was for our league. So shortly after that, we just started doing beautification because the community needed it.
Well, that too.
And it still needs it.
But to be able to really call on somebody and know that, hey, we're in a tight spot here and we do need some volunteers, so let's call Alton Community Service League and see if they have anybody available.
When I was director of Jacoby, I called the Service League and I had volunteers come in. I had 2 or 3 come in and do shifts, different shifts for me throughout the day.
A couple of us went out to Alton Memorial and watered those gardens that they have, the healing gardens that they have out there.
Yeah.
That came about through one of our members talked to somebody and said, hey, do you have some volunteers? And got a group together and we took shifts during the summer.
Well, and I think it's truly just invaluable, Kathy, because no one realizes the impact until you really break it down. $75,000 in compensation is really what that would have occurred to, because
if you had to pay somebody.
Yeah, because if we didn't have you would have to pay for somebody to do it. And just that alone, plus 2,000 hours donated. I mean, the most valuable asset anyone has is time. And to be able to give that time to an organization, to a business, I think is one of the coolest things to be able to do, especially when you guys have lives of your own and other things that you're working on, and to keep up with
and families.
Well, right, and to keep up with the service league and make sure everyone's going. And when you give out grants and you give out those opportunities, what do you look for in those? Is it just is there a certain set of parameters that you look for?
There are, and let me see if I can get that right in front of me. Basically, a 501c3 organization. We don't give out grant funds to people that get from the United Way. which actually is kind of sad too, because I know United Way is not able to give out as much, and we all know our dollar isn't going as far as it used to either.
That's true.
But we don't
Very
fund
true.
United Way organizations. No political parties or affiliated
That's fair.
organizations.
That's fair.
No churches or church programs. But other than that,
Well, and you know, when you say that though, Kathy, it makes sense because a lot of those groups that are in those certain parameters already have specialized funding opportunities and specialized grants that are available for them.
Absolutely.
So to be able to say, you know, hey, if you come here, you don't have to be a part of the United Way umbrella, and even though they're a wonderful organization to do.
Absolutely.
Please know, I
Yeah.
love what they do. But just like, you know, in terms of churches too, you know, they have their own, but for all the run of the mill like 501c3s to be able to know, hey, we don't have to apply to the state of Illinois for this grant,
Right.
and go through those parameters. Let's call the service league and see if we qualify.
absolutely.
Right.
That's huge.
And 40% of our funds that we're giving out are going to go towards beautification.
And that's even better because you know we always talk about like the lights and all that on the bridge.
yeah.
Well, when you light up the Alton skyline, you're still going to see some areas that need to be worked on. And whenever you have the Community Service League that you know is there, and just like Main Street downtown watering plants and doing all that.
And we've had lots of members over the years that have spent eons of hours watering downtown too. The problem with the organization right now is that we're all getting older, and not a lot of the women can do some of the same things that they physically were able to do 10, 20 years ago.
Well, and what I think still amazing though is they're still doing it in a different way.
Yes.
You know, we might not be able to get down on our knees and water or do gardening, but we can at least go do something else.
Yep.
You know, and it's the attitude that I think is the most incredible part of the organization is that factor that hey, we have a great mindset. We're going to put our head down and help as many people as we can.
Yeah,
Well, a few
we
years
still
ago-
tend the Rose Garden out
we
at
do the
Gordon
Rose
Moore Park.
Beautiful. Oh, that is just so beautiful.
And a few years ago, we put banners up downtown.
It's been several
It's been
years
lovely.
ago. Yeah.
In the past, we planted trees, lots of trees.
Oh, yeah.
On Airline Drive, I think.
And then being able to help other organizations beautify their areas.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Through
what,
grants.
Yeah, that's what I think is
They
just
apply.
amazing.
And we also provide benches. We have done that. Very nice benches. I think there's one over at
There's several downtown here.
St. Anthony's has one.
Oh, okay.
And there's some downtown that you could see, and some in the parks. So we do that when people apply for the grant for it.
Well, I just think it's really cool because you know it's not just a one let's write you a check organization. It's we're going to be out there to help you, or if you do need additional help and you're in those parameters, we'd be more than happy
The work
to.
hours.
And that's it. I mean the fact that with 40 people or 30 to 40 ballpark it to have 2,100 hours of work.
Yes.
That is just incredible. 2,100 hours of that's not a made up. I mean, that is a for real, just mind blowing stat for me.
Right.
And that's why it's so important to go to this wine tasting on February the 10th at the Wood River
Yes.
Moose from 2 to 4 p.m. Because the ticket at $20, it gets you the wine tasting, which it's a very reasonable wine tasting ticket. Plus, you're going to get the door prizes
Some light
opportunity.
snacks.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What's the door prize? Do we know? Can we
I'm
share?
not saying.
I'm trying.
It's a surprise, but I promise it'll be special.
Plus, you have the adult Valentine's Day basket, which
Yeah.
could be the perfect gift for your loved one.
Oh my.
I mean, just
Oh, let
perfect.
me tell you a couple of things in that basket.
We can talk about the basket, just not the door prize.
Yeah, the door prize is different. The door prize
We
is
gotta
different.
wait. We gotta wait on the.
You'll love that, but you got to have a ticket to enter for that door prize.
Yep, we gotta get you to get that ticket at the door in advance.
We have two beautiful bottles of wine, one red and one white, that were donated by
donated 'em.
Kathy
Yeah,
from Cooper's Hawk.
Oh, cool.
Very, very nice looking. A set of lovely wine glasses. We have the balsamic from Olive Oil Marketplace. We have gift certificate from Tony's.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, and Santino's also one. And then Mississippi Mud Pottery gift certificate. Very nice gift certificate
Oh, my
from them.
goodness.
We have a self-flower heart decoration. I have a Valentine craft box. We have chocolates. We have a candy dish. We have spa, mini old-fashioned tub spa. and some other surprises.
That's
I won't tell you
that's
about.
a heck of a basket.
I had to get a bigger basket. I outgrew my basket. Yeah, we outgrew the basket.
Probably, I don't know.
Oh, and there's other
$400
things.
That has
worth
to be,
of
yeah.
items.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And how much are tickets for the basket raffle?
Is it Is it
I don't remember. I didn't bring that with me.
$5 each or six for 20?
We'll leave
I
that.
don't remember.
I think it was 5 each and 6 for 20.
Well, regardless, we'll leave that as a tease because you got to go
Yes.
there anyway
Yeah.
to win the basket.
We have 50-50.
There you go. Well, that too, and then on top of
That's
that,
$1 a piece.
well,
6 for 5.
The 50-50 is a huge one, you know,
Yes,
and all
people
that.
like that.
But I love the fact that you're incorporating it for everybody because you have
Yeah.
now with the kids basket, the adult basket, you got olive oil marketplace there, you got
Non-alcoholic
the
wines.
non-alcoholic wines.
Right.
And, I mean, you're really making sure that everyone should be able to enjoy this.
Yes.
Right,
Because a lot of people say, well, I don't drink or I don't drink wine.
Right.
Well,
We have
it's
two
not
lovely,
the only draw.
Two lovely, really pretty looking non-alcoholic wines.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well,
Very
and
nice.
on top of that too, because I told you 20 minutes, Cora, we've been talking for 40. I wanted to.
Goodness, it's exciting.
Well, I
Find
just
out
wanted
about
to.
it.
Well, I wanted to make sure we talked all we could about this and gave you as much time as we could because you know, whenever Alton Community Service League, it's one of those staple organizations that it's really cool to have on the show and talk about. And you know, you said that people are getting a little older, and you know, a lot of a common concern a lot of organizations have is the older we get, it's harder to keep doing this.
Yes.
How can we get out to the younger population that the Service League is the way to go?
Well, you know, things like the Christmas wrap and the word of mouth.
Yeah. Big.
A lot of them don't know how to get in touch because we don't have business cards and things.
Yeah.
But we do have
And we
phone
don't have a
numbers.
website.
We don't have a website
We do
yet.
have a Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do. That's being updated. A lot of people are looking for something to do.
Yeah.
We're a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Because we give back to the community you live in. It's greater Alton. So it's not just Alton. It's we work around the greater Alton
Yeah.
area. And if we have anybody interested in there, we could have them call Kathy.
Sure.
Kathy Drosty at 618-971-9191.
Perfect.
And if you want reservations, to set up reservations for a will call, we can take your reservations for this event. You can pay when you come. And
Or
you
I'll
can
deliver tickets.
deliver
Yeah.
tickets. I'm a delivery person as well. I have that skill. I have that skill, knowledge, skill, and ability to deliver to you right to your door.
Absolutely.
And my number is 618-444-7011.
I think it's good to point out too, Cora, whenever we're talking about the opportunity to be a part of the Service League, is you aren't being tied to one group. I mean, you can volunteer wherever it sees fit. That's why
Yes.
it's your journey. You get to decide.
That's
you know,
right.
The other thing that's cool, CJ, is if you have say a lady comes in and wants to be part of the group, our dues are what, $30 a year?
$30.
Very reasonable.
Oh, you can't beat that.
And because
And we do
it's
have
not,
a financial commitment
Yeah.
in terms of purchasing or helping out with fundraisers.
Yeah.
So,
Like
but
this.
it's $50 for the
Yeah.
year.
Oh.
It's not
Donate.
bad.
Oh no.
Probably the biggest expense might be buying lunch every month when we have lunch. We have a lunch meeting, so
well, when we have them at the church, though, that money goes into for us.
That's
which
really
is
cool.
nice. But people interested in joining are certainly welcome to give us a call.
Yep.
We take. Well, somebody asked, can men join? Well, yeah, we didn't ever have any problem with that. Men can join.
don't have any
We've
men
never
right
had
now.
any men join. We'd love to have them join for
I
the
never
heavy
even
lifting
thought.
part, you know.
But I never even thought about that. That's my naiveness right there, because I thought, well, it's not a men's group. That makes sense.
Well, we had talked about that in the past, and there's nothing in our bylaws that say that's not true. So if you have any guys that are interested in that, it says we're women, ladies that are...
it does in the bylaws, but
well, it says we're a group
We're
of ladies, women, but we're not exclusively that. We can have men in our group.
Yeah.
We had that discussion in the past.
Well, and that's what I mean, I think this is just a great organization. And the fact that we're talking about this wine tasting, the only thing left is to get you to buy tickets. That's kind of it. All you need to do
tickets.
is go buy tickets, have a nice couple of sips of some good wine, the opportunity to purchase said wine, get it, delivered, picked up. I don't know how that, we'll figure that out.
You pick it up the following Friday.
Pick it up the following Friday. Plus, you get the basket raffle, which has to be worth $300-$400 that you could win for 5 to 10, and plus you got the door prizes that Cora is being very coy about, so that means it's a good one. And then
the RiverBender basket.
Yeah, the RiverBender basket.
The Valentine cart for kids.
Yep.
That's a
Well, we had fun
huge.
putting those together. I mean, we had a nice little team bonding afternoon getting those together.
Beautiful.
Well, I jammed my damn hand in that wagon putting the wheels in.
Which
I don't know if it's
one?
that one. Might have been the one that has the blood splatter on it. That's for me. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I mean. Because of people like you, we need you in our group.
But it's things like that, and the fact that everyone knows that I'm a big Alton person. I love the Alton traditions with the family and everything we've been able to do. But to have Alton Community Service League on here, which is to me the most stapled of community organizations, has been really fun. And Kathy, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Cora, you know where to find me, and you know that you'll be back on again soon because we have got to make sure that all of you know about Alton Community Service League, all the great stuff Cora's a part of, all the great work Kathy's doing. Plus, we got to get you to fill up the Wood River Moose. You can get tickets at the door, which is a great add-on.
Yes, and I want to thank the Moose for hosting this.
Yeah, they've been wonderful people.
It's a fabulous location right up behind Walmart.
Yeah.
And their distributor, Republic National Distribution Company, is amazing. They are wonderful to work with.
Great.
And they're gonna make it a wonderful wine tasting on February the 10th at 2 p.m. I did this again. 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Why do I keep having 2 to 4 in my head?
You just got something going on there, buddy.
That's still out for deliberation. 9:52. We'll take a quick. I will see both of you at the wine tasting.
Yes, and remember, everything that you come here, you buy a ticket, you buy raffles, all of it goes back into your community. Every penny of it.
There you go, and we'll see you there on the 10th. We'll take a quick pause. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the 9 o'clock hour. Then we'll do top of the hour news. Then we're talking to the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association.
Oh, cool.
They were going to have a conference.
Buy a ticket?
Beekeepers? We're gonna. All right.
You want to look at something like this?
9:52. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more of our daily.